Hi everyone, I'm Emma and welcome to Yoga Morning Stretch. I don't know if you've ever woken up and immediately felt stress or tension or tightness in the body somewhere, and maybe this is something continuing on from the day before, or maybe it has something to do with not having a very peaceful sleep, but it's not a very pleasant way to start the day. So this practice is all about creating that sense of ease and a little more lightness and space in the body. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat wherever you are. You'll just need yourself for this practice today. And then you can soften the gaze, and if it feels comfortable, maybe even close the eyes completely. And just take a moment to notice the beating of the heart, the flow of the breath, and any tension or tightness you might be holding or harboring here in the body. And we're going to begin with 3 deep cleansing breaths wherever you are. Let's find an exhale out to synchronize, empty the lungs. And on your next inhale, let's begin to really fill the belly, fill the lungs, fill the chest, fill all the way to the very top of the throat until you can't breathe in anymore. And then open the mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Good, 2 more breaths. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs, fill the chest, feel the sense of expansion. Exhale, release. And your last breath, inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, let it go. Good. Gently opening the eyes. You can take a little wriggle into the shoulders, into the hips, just feeling into these joints and tissues. And then let's start to arrive at a place of stillness. And we'll start with some really gentle shoulder rolls to begin. So as you inhale, let's draw the shoulders all the way up to the ears and really focus on squeezing them in here. So it's more of a progressive muscle relaxation. Exhale, release them gently down the back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Shoulders rise, squeezing them together, and see if you can really squeeze the shoulder blades here too. So purposely creating this tension. And then exhale, release. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, let them go. Good. And then gently opening the eyes. Let's take a few neck rolls here. So using the nose to draw circles. And maybe as you have woken up today, it's the neck that is quite tense or tight. So this should feel really yummy. And can you expand and make them a little bigger? And be mindful of where the shoulders are in space. If they're starting to hunch or tense, can you release? And then coming the opposite way. Good. Inhale, let's meet back at a neutral position. And then let's draw the fingers together, interlace the fingers. As you inhale, draw them to around your shoulder height. Deep breath in. Exhale, push the palms away, round through the spine, release the shoulders, and draw the heart towards the back here. Inhale, reaching high, find length. And as you exhale, let's release the hands all the way to the mat. Good, let's do 2 more of those. Circle of joy. Inhale. Exhale, push the palms away. Really find space in the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists. Release the head. Feel this opening in the back body. Inhale, reach high, find length. Maybe the gaze treks upwards. And then this time as you exhale, let's circle the fingers or circle the wrists down. Good, last round. Inhale, interlace the fingers. Exhale, push the palms away. Inhale, fingertips reach high. And then exhale, circle the wrist down. Good. On your next inhale, let's take a deep breath in, reach high. And exhale, ground that left hand to the mat. We'll find a gentle side bend here. So if it feels okay, you might even start to lower that elbow down, or maybe you stay propped up on the palm or the fingertips, whatever feels good for you here. Focus on releasing into the shoulders, lengthening through the crown of the head, and really broadening into that right side body here. Maybe you start to open or shine the chest towards the sky. Good. Inhale, let's reach that right hand high. Drop it between the shoulder blades here, and then you can take the left hand, just applying a little pressure down and back, opening into that tricep. And just be mindful here of the spine where it is in space. Sometimes we love to create this really deep extension here, and if that's you, just melt the ribs towards each other in space. Let's take 3 steady breaths. On your next inhale, let's find a little more length again. Focus on pushing the palms away again. Create that space in the shoulders and the wrists and the elbows. Deep breath in. Good. Exhale, point the fingertips down towards the mat. Feel the stretch into the wrists. Good. And as you inhale, let's prepare for a twist out to the right side. So left hand comes to that right knee. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you exhale, focus on a really easy, gentle twist here. Soften the shoulders down the back. And we'll go for 3 steady breaths. And maybe you're ready with this really gentle, easeful movement. What you're noticing is tension or tightness elsewhere in the body that you didn't know existed. So this is a good indication of where we might hold this in the body. Good. Leaving that left hand connected. Inhale back to center, cross the right over the top. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the chest. You can take a little wriggle into the shoulders, into the hips, and then let's swap over the feet here. Start into the opposite side. Inhale, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, find your side bend here. And what you might notice is one side is a little more open, a little more free than the other. This is perfectly okay, perfectly natural. I'm still yet to meet anyone who is perfectly balanced. Can you relax the face a little more, soften the shoulders, shine the heart towards the sky. Inhale, reach that left hand high, drop it between the shoulder blades, gentle tricep stretch here. Melt the ribs towards each other. And then inhale, push the palms away. Exhale, fingertips towards the mat. Inhale, and just use this inhale to prepare for the twist. Deep breath in, setting up. And then as you exhale, you can start to deepen a little. And gain a few steady breaths here. Inhale, return back to center. Let's cross that left hand over the top. Exhale, folding forwards. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. You can take a little wriggle into the shoulders, into the hips, and then let's make our way onto all fours. Find your tabletop pose here. So stack the shoulders over the wrists and spread the fingers as wide as possible here. Let's create this foundation, grounding down through the base of the index, base of the thumb. Stack the hips over the knees. And then let's push up or push the mat away here. Feel the shoulder blades draw away from each other. And then let's turn the belly, pull the navel to the spine here. So really create this strong core. On your next inhalation, keeping this activation of the body, let's extend through that right leg. Push the heel away, pull the toes towards you. And we're just going to take a few gentle ankle rolls here. And the opposite way. Good, and then let's inhale, extend that leg a little higher. Find a deep twist into the knee. And then let's take a few knee rolls here, or hip rolls. And again, the opposite way. Especially if you have just woken up, you might notice a few creaks or cracks here. Good, and then let's inhale, keep that leg extended, and then go ahead and take it out as wide as you can. Ground it to the mat, and what you might find here, or go ahead and try and bring it in line with the knee as much as possible, and then really ground down through the outside blade of the foot. Start to find a gentle arch of the inner foot, so inner arch starts to lift. Take a deep breath in here, find a half lift, so lengthen through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, walk the hands over to the toes. Soften down here. Good, inhale, walk the hands back. Take a deep breath in, draw that knee back under the hip and lowering it back down. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow here. So again, find that foundation, spread the fingers wide, tone the belly in. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, push the mat away, round through the spine. 2 more breaths, inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to your neutral spine. Let's extend through the left leg this time. And just take a few ankle rolls. Again, you might feel or hear a few creaks or cracks. Perfectly okay. Opposite side or opposite direction. Good, and then let's raise that foot a little. Take a deep bend into the knee and start with your hip circles here. So a really great way to just bring a little more mobility and fluidity first thing in the morning. And the opposite way. Inhale, extend through that leg, and then go ahead and take it out wide. I'm just going to turn so I can face you guys. Ground down through the outside blade of the foot. Gentle lift through the inner arch. So the more you start to ground down to the outside of the blade, the more you're going to feel the stretch into the outer ankle, the ATFL, and all the way up the calf. Take a deep breath in, find that half lift. Exhale, walk the hands over to that foot, to the toes. Soften down here. And what you might notice here is you're starting to become a little more aware of this tension in the body. The deeper you move into this practice, you start to notice this tension you're holding in the shoulders or the face. And you can consciously start to release a little more with each pose. Good, inhale back to center. And then exhale, let's draw that knee under the hip. And again, take a few more rounds of cat-cow here. Last breath. On your next inhale, take the knees a little wider, bring the toes to touch, reach the hands forwards. Let's soften down for Child's Pose Balasana. And here you can take a little wriggle into the hips, a roll of the shoulders. You might turn the head side to side. Again, just a few steady breaths. Good. Inhale, walk the hands back towards the body. Make your way to a seat, and then on your way to the back, please. We'll finish with a few gentle twists and hip openers. So let's draw the knees into the chest, take a little wriggle side to side. And then drop that left foot to the floor, cross the right ankle over. So for you, this might be super intense already, and this is where you'll stay. If you'd like to take it a little deeper, you can start to thread the arms through, find your bind, and your bind can take hold of the hamstring or the shin bone here, whatever feels more comfortable for you. So in this pose, you'll notice will require activation to hold the bind here, but see if you can release the shoulders, relax them a little more. So a pose that requires both soft and strong. You can take a little wriggle side to side if that feels good. Last full breath in, full breath out. Cross that right knee over the left, release the bind. And let's drop the knees over to the left side. If it feels okay, you might even wriggle the hips over to the right. And then maybe you extend the arms here. And sometimes just readjusting these shoulder blades, physically picking them off the mat and then re-grounding them evenly back down just allows that little more space for the twist to come deeper. Good. Inhale back to center, draw both knees into the chest again. Return the hips back to the middle of the mat. Little rock side to side here. Notice the difference in sides. Cross that left ankle across the right thigh. Again, option to stay here if this is enough, or start to find your bind. So we're all about finding that edge in yoga, this space between effort and ease, between challenge and surrender. And every day this edge is a little different depending on where we're at. So see if you can feel into that now. Soften the shoulders, relax the jaw. Feel the back body melt into the mat. Good, and then release the bind, cross that left knee over the right. Relax the knees over to the right side of the mat. Here you can take the arms out wide if that feels good. And then shuffle the hips or the shoulders, however you like here. Few steady breaths. Good, then inhale back to center, draw the knees in. Last little wriggle side to side. You can even draw circles with the knees, start to massage the edges of the sacrum. And the opposite way. So this practice has all been about opening, releasing, but also creating a little more space and fluidity, especially in these joints. Good, let's squeeze those knees tight into the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, releasing, finding your way into Shavasana, our final and most precious pose, corpse pose. And allow this to be whatever it is you need it to be. You can take the feet a little wider, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Hands can rest to the belly, by the sides, or overhead. And just notice how you're feeling here and now. Even for me, just teaching this sequence, my heart rate slowed. My shoulders are softened. There's a lot less tension in the body here. Maybe you're starting to notice that too. And just allow yourself a few quiet, mindful minutes to really soak all that up. Allowing yourself to carry it with you throughout the day. Whatever the day has in store for you. You can stay here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready. Beginning to wiggle the fingers, the toes, rocking out to your favorite side, and we'll meet back in a seat to close the practice. Finding your most comfortable seat here. Let's draw the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, the mudra of gratitude. And today I am grateful for this practice, to bring a little awareness back to the breath, create a little more space in the body, but a way to release tension and tightness when it accumulates. And let's close exactly the same way we started, with those 3 deep breaths. Inhale way deep into the lower belly, feel the belly button rise, the sides expand, the back broaden, feel all the way to the top of the throat. Exhale, side out. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel the belly, feel the lungs, feel the throat. Exhale, side out. And your last breath, let this be your deepest breath all day. Inhale, feel the belly, feel the lungs, feel the throat, all the way to the top. Exhale, release. Thank you all so much for making it to your mat this morning. From my heart to yours. Namaste.